Hello, this is DerTebbers. This is your indie game preview of the Red Solstice. This is by the Slovakian studio Iron Ward. This is their first one. It is an alpha. We are playing alpha, so any bugs we find, I will report any bugs I find to Iron Ward, and hopefully they'll fix it. They are running a Kickstarter right now to add more content. So if you are interested in this game, certainly go and visit the Kickstarter. Link is down below as always. So let's check the options really quickly. Options are relatively basic. I'm hopeful that there are going to be some more options in here. More like high fidelity stuff, being able to turn certain things on or off. But it's still relatively decent options. Audio, separate sliders for music and effects, always good. And you can customize your HUD as necessary. And your controls, they are all rebindable as far as I have found. Yeah. So everything is rebindable, which is excellent. We like that. Discard the changes. All right, when I first got this from their PR guy, who said, "Hey, you want to check out this game?" And I looked at the screenshots they provided, and I was like, "Oh, this is really awesome!" Because what I thought it was an AP-based tactical third-person isometric game, much in the vein of Harebrained Studios' Shadowrun. I'll show you some Shadowrun right here. This is the kind of combat I was expecting when I booted up Red Solstice. I was expecting this AP-based, turn-based, back-and-forth kind of combat in the style that you would have expected playing the old pen and paper games. What I got was not that. All right, let's, right now, the prologue, single-player, multiplayer. I'm not going to do multiplayer. Single-player is not in this alpha, so we're going to do the prologue. And we're going to see just what this really is. All right, we're in the game. Kill the thing. Thank you. All right, so as soon as I got in the game, I realized this was not an AP-based system. It's got the same viewpoint of something like, well, Dota or even Shadowrun, but it's obviously real time. So then I started thinking, oh, well then this must be, come on, keep shooting the crates. Close that. Come on, specialist. Oh, I guess we need to go. So then I thought, oh, then this must be in the realm of StarCraft or Warcraft, the original, not World of Warcraft, which is not. Meaning that it's squad based. You're gonna handle all the squad members as a group. You know, the old dragging to select your squad mates, and you get them all different orders. Well, as you'll see here in a moment, as soon as I kill this evil little monster, it is not like that either. Go. We got some ammo. Let's get on out here. So here's our mates down here. And what you'll find is these guys are on their own.
Glad you made it, Frosty.
So what do I mean by that? Each one of these guys just basically runs their own thing. So you are your little guy. You can't choose the group and move as a group. So you're just moving along with them. Basically, you're just another squad guy who's just wandering the roads with the rest of your squad, which makes this an easy multiplayer game. Stop it. It makes it an easier multiplayer game, and it sort of, in some respects, kind of makes me think Dota or any of those other games in that vein, though it's not. Because you're fighting the computer creatures. You're not fighting other users. Sprint. I love how my sprint is like... Hose. Oh, go. Keep running, Frosty. Wow. Lots of things coming at us. All right. Throw. Throw there. Throw! There we go. So it is
Managed to escape the insurgents.
some sort of creature is attacking, and you are part of the Space Marines or whatever, and you're trying to save the world or the people or something. That's the... Yeah, it feels a little bit like a cross between something like XCOM and well, Halo. It's sort of like an XCOM version of Halo almost. Only XCOM is, of course, more the AP vein, or at least the XCOMs that I have played are in the AP vein of Shadowrun, not the real-time vein that we have going on here. So this is actually more like a cross between,
We need to get through that barricade. Use the
I would say a cross between like
hold them off.
Warcraft and
Nice shot. Move on.
Shadowrun or any of those kind of games.
Do not stand in my way.
Well, don't flame your firing flamey thingy at me. Now, what do I think of the game? I mean, the assets look really nice.
So what did Vivian plan to do?
The
She's just a
everything looks like it's been well architected here. I've found a couple bugs so far, and they're relatively minor and things that I would hope that they're going to fix. And I'm not surprised to run across a few bugs here and there. Oh my gosh, Frosty.
I guess I'm cool with that.
There we go. We have regenerating armor, which, you know, that's fine, actually. One of the... Let's look at the map really quick. So here we go, sort of a real-time map with spawn points and various, like, power supplies you can go and get and do various things. There is, like, a sub-mission going on that you can do where you...
Okay, we need to make a stand here.
where you can go and get these power cells and turn on a whole bunch of sentry turrets, which is, you know, pretty cool. Pretty cool. The game feels like the pacing might be a little bit rushed. At least in this prologue, I always feel like I'm trailing behind the rest of my squad mates here and unable to keep up and actually perform much in the way of shooting. Now, that might be just
Move up the platform.
the prologue,
I'll place some explosives.
but that's not what it necessarily feels like in the long run to me. It feels like we're just going to ignore that, I guess, because of reasons. All right, there we go. Yeah, it feels like the pacing is just a little bit too fast here for my liking. I would prefer to move a little bit slower so I feel like I have some sort of control. Do you want me to go turn that on? Turn off auto aim. Let's go get this thing turned on. Oh, apparently auto aim is stayed on. Whatever. Oh. And there. All right, now get up here. Now I've got my turrets sorted. All right, here come the monsters.
The big ones incoming. Detonate the explosives on them and we'll focus on the smaller ones.
Here comes this big thing. I don't know what that is, but he's got like a big angry thing going on. And, oh, he got blowed up. If the pacing stays as frantic as this prologue, I think it's going to be a disservice to the game. I'd prefer more of the ability to explore, look around. I don't feel like I have that ability, especially given that I don't have control over my teammates. They're going to do what they're going to do. I don't get that I don't get the option to work with them. I'm working with them, but I don't get the option to control them. In that respect, I would almost prefer this to be the Shadowrun-esque style, where I'm in full control of my entire party. I understand, though, that the multiplayer prevents that from happening. And I believe with the multiplayer, this probably becomes a better game in many respects.
Things don't look good.
Are you coming?
Insurgents incoming.
Whoa, hello. Don't hurt me. I think my guy is screaming. Anyway,
Away from our plasma gun.
I think with the multiplayer, this probably becomes a little bit less of a frantic race against the computer. But I would hope that the single player is going to be strong enough to stand on its own, because most of a large component of us, and I am one of those people, that doesn't really appreciate being forced into multiplayer games. I prefer the option to play my game single player if I want. So I'm hoping that is a strange sound. I'm hoping that they are going to make it so that you can, without seriously degrading the game feel. Ooh. Goodbye, everybody. Yay! Oh, I sent a distress signal. That wasn't a distress signal. That was an explosion that blew up half the planet. All right, so that was it for the prologue. Prologue is very short, very quick. I'm hoping that the single player will stand on its own merit. If it doesn't stand on its own merit, if you feel like you're forced to run all the time and you can't go explore and take a look about, it's going to lose a lot. There was, when I was playing this earlier, because I've played through this prologue about 4 times, just to make sure I wasn't missing something, there are side paths going on. But I don't feel like I can go explore them. If we go back and check Shadowrun, I feel like I can always go on a side path. I feel like I can wander down this side hall and talk to this lady because she's there. Here in Red Solstice, I don't get that feel. And I think that's a drawback to the game. But it sets it up very nicely for multiplayer. I do want to see what Iron Ward does with this game. I hope their Kickstarter is successful. Again, if you like this sort of thing, check out their Kickstarter. You can download the demo also on their website. There's a link to their website down below. You can get a feel for the game before you decide whether you're going to kickback it. I'm excited to see what they do with the game. I think it has potential. If you are of the mind that you enjoy these kind of games, check out Red Solstice. If you like it, help them out with their Kickstarter. And hopefully, this is the freshman entry by Iron Ward. So I'm hopeful that if this is a success, their next game will come out even stronger. All right, this has been DerTebbers. This has been your indie game preview, the Red Solstice, first game by Iron Ward Studios. Until next time, goodbye, everybody.